Hey guys, I want to talk about this election crisis. I am part Hispanic, and after the results and everything, I started to get bullied. And it's very upsetting because I was born in the US. Like, I, I was born in Utah, and people are just like ganging up on me saying, um, why would you do this and that? You should go back to where you came from. I'm like, I live here. Why would you tell me to go back somewhere when I live here? And I saw, like, from my old school, which that clip is in this video, there are teenagers from my old high school. They were getting bullied. They were getting told to go back to Mexico. They were, being harassed and everything. And I am seeing it, like, everywhere. So I just thought, I'm just gonna stay off of Facebook. I'm gonna stay off of, like, social media, because it's very stressful to see all of this hate and bully. Because myself, I was bullied from, you know, elementary school all the way to college. And now this, I don't know why people are so, like, I don't know, like, it's terrible. I just want to say God bless to everyone. I hope everyone can make it through the hard times right now. But I was told that it seems like we're back 100 years when women didn't have rights. Blacks and whites were not associating together. They couldn't vote. Basically, they were talking about how this is Hitler #2. I hope, there is a change and nothing bad will happen, but if it's gonna be bad and it happens, then just prepare yourself for it, because I myself don't know what to say. But I just want to say that I don't like the stress. I don't know what to do, because this bullying is actually giving me a heartache. But if you are being bullied or anything, there is a crisis line that you can call and talk to them. They'll help you. And that number, I'll link it down below, just for you. I got you. If you need someone to talk to, I'm also here. I will be paying attention to the comments, and I will make sure that I write you back if you're having any kind of problem that you need to vent, or you just need someone to talk to. I'm here. Okay? I want you all to know that I am thinking about you. Just remember that there's always someone there to talk, to listen, and to help you. Okay, so now go to the video about my school, about the harassment and everything. But, this whole thing about the fighting about the presidency, I gotta say, it's just gotta stop. Because it seems like every election, when it comes down to electing a president, everybody goes crazy. They get mad. Anyways, Big smiles. Be happy, everyone, okay? Okay, here's the video. And here's the video now. Let's go.
Several Latino and Muslim students say, not just here at Kearns High School, but at schools all across Utah, are suddenly finding themselves the target of discrimination. Angelica and Eileen Gomez, a sophomore and senior at Kearns High School, share almost everything.
This is what sisters do.
The day after the election, they shared something new at school.
You went back, need to go back to Mexico. Hey man, you get a free trip back to Mexico, you should be happy.
Racially charged comments referencing Donald Trump's presidential win. It's not just Kearns High School.
We've had a complaint of a kindergarten student being harassed by a fellow kindergarten student, and up to the high school.
It's not just comments, it's fear.
One of the little kiddos in our elementary school indicated he didn't think he'd be back at school the next day, and when they asked him why, he said, well, because Donald Trump was elected president and I may have to go back to Mexico.
Canyon School District spokesman Jeff Haney says school psychologists are working on material for teachers to use to talk about election fears. But some lessons don't start in the classroom.
Because they hear their parents saying offhand comments in the privacy of their own home, they might think it's okay to take those statements to school.
The result, when it's heard walking down the hall,
it's fear and anger and frustration.
It's not the lesson they wanted to learn, but with each other to hold on to for support, it's not the last lesson they'll take away.
I want my voice to be heard, and for Mexicans not be afraid of like standing up for themselves. I know I'm not the only one living in a state of anxiety.
Canyon School District said they had at least 2 separate schools call and ask the district for a little guidance in dealing with election questions. As for Granite School District, they're looking into possibly 4 cases that could or could not turn out to be harassment. And in fact, we got a note into our newsroom that the same type of thing had happened at a school in American Fork. At Kearns High School, Matt McDonald, Fox 13 News, Utah.
More than 100 people were sworn in as U.S. citizens. Following Trump's campaign, they say they listened when he talked about building a wall on the Mexican border, and when he talked about keeping Muslims out of the country. Some of them say they have real concerns about Mr. Trump becoming the next president.
It was shocking. I could not believe. No, this has got to be a joke.
Local Latino advocate Archie Archuleta says he's fielded a handful of calls from concerned Latinos, but he's urging them to take a deep breath, relax, and wait to see what happens in the next few months.
The good news, voter turnout in Salt Lake County was higher than expected, but many voters waited in line as long as 4 hours. Tonight, we better understand why. Last night, there was a record number of votes cast for Salt Lake County. 414,000 people voted, but the main issue was where to vote. In 2012, there were 320 polling locations throughout the county. Last night, there were only 37. County Clerk Sherry Swenson says she tried to add some other voting centers, but it didn't work.
We found out because of the bond issue on the ballot for the county parks and rec, they had to publicly notice all of the vote locations in their 3-week consecutive public notices and on the voter information pamphlet. We couldn't add anything, so we were stuck.
Swenson also said early voting and mail-in voting numbers were much lower than expected.
If there's a ray of sunshine...